All right, we're back.
Epi 21.
21.
I was gonna do it. I was actually gonna do it.
Our podcast can drink.
Yeah, our podcast can freaking drink.
I don't know if that's. I think we need 21 years maybe under our belt, but.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Podcasts, I think they're allowed to drink after like 40-something episodes.
Okay.
I think it's a different age thing for them.
Podcast.
Yeah. Podcast.
So I kind of jumped the gun there. Can't drink quite yet.
He could drive. He could freaking drive though.
And that's what it's a big moment because he's gonna be really independent.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
he could drive to the pod himself. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah. But we're gonna stay on his ass. Though we're gonna keep him disciplined.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen. Epi 21 got a standard one. We're gonna go draft of passive aggressive things.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go into the news. I wanted to start with the news.
I was literally thinking, should we start with just the Drake? Or should we wait?
Let's just wait. Let's just wait because at this point we got the flow of
yeah.
But like that one, we might spend an hour just talking about that.
We really might.
We're gonna break down the NBA playoffs. You're not gonna hear us talk about sports a lot.
You're gonna hear us talk about sports because we're sports fans.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like we're not a sports pod,
but
we like sports.
And I think that this is the unique scenario where we'll actually talk about the NBA playoffs. So if you're an NBA fan, that'll be a nice segment for you. If you're not an NBA fan, you could just skip to the end.
Skip on over,
And then we'll end with questions from the sticks. I'm actually going to put a story up right now because I'm remembering that we didn't. You can just get right into your first pick while I throw this story up.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we're doing passive aggressive things. So that could be things you say. It could be do another one. I looked a little funny there.
Yeah. I'm
sorry, guys. That could be things you say. It could be people. It could be whatever. My first pick, Zach. You know how I feel about this freaking word. I just am not a fan of it. I got sure, just the word sure.
That's such a good pick. I didn't even have that, but that's so correct.
It's just, and I think we give it a meaning that maybe not everybody gives it. You get it up?
I fucking put it on my personal Snapchat.
All right, pull that.
Big time problem. Go on.
But like the word sure to me, it's just like, to me that gives like, oh, I don't want to do this, but I'll do it. And again, maybe we grew up with looking at it in a different way.
Right.
But like to me, it's like you're affirming something hesitantly or like begrudgingly. Yeah. I'm just ripping some crazy words.
And I was going to say that.
They both were accurate words.
Yeah, a couple word of the week candidates in one sentence. That's rare.
That was, and I didn't even plan that. That just came
I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you, bro.
No, seriously.
Yeah, but sure, it's just like I don't like it.
Do you ever use sure?
I don't. If I were to use it, it would be like I'm being passive aggressive, but I really don't think I use it.
Yeah.
If you go sure exclamation point, different play.
Right.
But like if you text sure, or if it's like, can you do this, and you're like sure, I don't get it.
No, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Now I think that in other like cultures or other languages, they'll just use that.
Definitely. But we've talked about that. Like
it's literally like it's just a different.
Because to them, it's like sure is just a way to say yes.
Yeah.
So
our
Lavra uses it, but I don't take offense. I know he's just saying.
Yeah.
But also, like I think some people use it and they don't mean offense. So that's where I think I'm a little sensitive of the word.
Right. No, but I don't think you're being oversensitive.
Right.
I do understand where you're coming
from. It's legit. Yeah, that it's a little passive aggressive for sure.
Because I feel the same way.
For sure, different thing. By the way, I just said for sure, completely different ballgame.
Wait, because that could even just be for show.
Yeah, and that's actually better than yes. That's
right.
That's above. Right. Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, Danny, I wasn't planning on going to a word with the number one pick, but you went to a word, so I'm going to go to Bud.
Oh, I hate Bud.
Not Buddy though.
Yeah, I don't like Bud. I don't love Buddy. It depends on who's buddying.
Yeah, it depends on who's buddying. Definitely. But at the end of the day, if I use Buddy and I'm talking to you, like I'm not.
That's cool. I like that.
I'm not demeaning.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
I think getting offended by Buddy is aggressive.
Buddy,
getting offended by Bud is...
Maybe if it's a girl you like and she goes Buddy to you, that's not great. That's not
God,
great.
that would be terrible.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, that's just like that's an act of war at that point.
That's just freaking mean. That's mean from the girl.
I mean, there's no reason if you're a girl to ever call
you don't
a
have
guy
to do
Buddy.
That. No. But yeah, Bud is not. I don't like Bud.
Bud's just it doesn't fly.
It's demeaning.
It is.
It's freaking demeaning. That's a good pick. Zach.
Yeah, and the thing is I think passive aggressive is tough because you don't want to pick aggressive things.
Yeah, and that passive aggressive is tough to define.
Exactly.
It's like you can't. Yeah, I agree. That's a good pick. In my two, there's like a lot of directions we can go here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to this one's not, and I have some like funny ones. This one's kind of just down the middle, not even really funny, but like when someone's like, you seem exhausted, or like, you seem tired. It's like, dude, and I do think people say it like in a nice way sometimes. Like I feel like I've maybe even had like a family member say that to me before. But it's like, dude, like you're just saying I kind of look shitty.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I do.
And then you're like, do I look bad?
Yeah.
Like, all right, you know.
Yeah, I don't. You could that. Yeah, that's the problem. What are you supposed to say to that?
Yeah, it's like I am.
Yeah.
And like I look like shit. So thanks.
Or maybe you play into it.
Yeah, you like I'm like exhausted.
Tough night last night.
Yeah, you could do that. Get sympathy.
Yeah.
Get sympathy. Yeah,
and I don't mind that.
Yeah,
but I just don't
know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know where they want you to go there,
or how they want me to feel.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like,
I don't say that to people.
I've
definitely had it said. I've definitely had it said to me
recently.
Not I don't know recently, but I know I've had it said to me.
And
before.
and how'd you feel in that moment?
Just like
pissed off.
Not pissed. Just like, damn. Like now I'm self-conscious. I look tired.
Pull your phone out.
Yeah.
See what you look like.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I get that. That's a great pick.
I've also gotten like, I don't know if you ever get this. Like, I don't know if do you ever get like people like think you don't like them, or like that you're like bored or
all
mad?
the time.
Yeah.
Oh, but I in a weird way. It's like I always am like.
You are kind of bored?
Yeah. I'm like
you're like, well, what's going on, really?
Well, I feel like they want it to be they want to make you feel awkward, but you're just like, I'm here. I'm gonna throw the awkward back at you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you just seem like you hate me, and then you just be like, oh.
And you don't.
You're like, oh.
You don't reassure.
Yeah, and because then they're looking to assure.
Yeah,
you know
what
I'm saying?
Yeah. And
I don't hate anybody.
And then they're in a tough spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just get that because we're quiet, I think.
Yeah.
I've like you. Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten that more recently because people expect me to not be quiet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
They expect you to yap and shit.
Because they just
hear me yap. To their defense, our content is just us yapping.
Yeah.
They think we're actually, that's like very interesting. Did I say this or just thought this? Like, I think 90% of the words we say are in our content.
Well, we talk a lot.
Because we talk a lot to each other.
Yeah.
But like, we don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
Like we talk less than the normal
But
person.
I don't even know if we talk less than the normal person. It's just like, if there's nothing to be said, I'm just not.
You just don't say anything.
And then they'll just be like, why are you so quiet? And it's like,
it's like, because I'm just here.
Yeah. I'm just existing.
Yeah. For sure.
No, that's a good pick though. With my second pick, I'm going to go to emphasizing a message that wasn't responded to.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
it
unless it's like if it's like a business thing and like you need a response that day. I understand that, but I don't like the emphasize.
But I would almost rather you just say like,
just circling back around here, doubling up,
or just literally just don't even use the business thing. I hate the business words.
I think business words are actually kind of passive. Like circling back is passive aggressive.
Just say, did you read this, and do an arrow up.
Yeah,
that's all you need to do
for sure.
Don't emphasize.
Just making sure you saw this.
Yeah,
arrow up. Yeah,
boom.
Yeah,
or maybe just call. Did you see that text, by the way?
For sure, because you want him to see it. Yeah,
yeah, and then you'll be like, no, I didn't. I'll read it, and then you read it,
Yeah.
Emphasizing is just.
Do you ever? I really never emphasize. You know when I emphasize, it's like if I'm like emphasize, like somebody sends like a picture and I'm like,
yes,
and it's from like maybe a couple days ago. Maybe I didn't respond. I'll emphasize it.
Do you now?
But I don't like.
What's your relationship between like and love?
I prefer love. I actually think I like to do the love. The like almost doesn't seem nice enough.
I don't like, think that the like has a proper emoji associated with it.
The thumb up,
because I feel like
it's a thumb up. Right?
Yeah,
yeah. It's just it doesn't feel like. It doesn't feel. It almost feels freaking passive aggressive.
It almost does.
End a combo on a like. You can end a combo on a love, and that's a great way to end.
Yeah,
which has really been actually really nice for text conversations.
I like. Yeah, I
like love and get out.
I think that's a great way to do it. But sometimes the message it deserves a like and it doesn't deserve a love.
Yeah,
but you have to put the love because you feel like the like is
not enough. Yeah. The only time like would be like. Maybe it's business. They send something and they'll be like, and if you can get this up by 6 p.m. and then I like it. Mm-hmm. But because
it's confirming.
It's confirming, but it's not really. There's no pizzazz. There's no like.
No, there's no love in that.
Yeah, there's no love. There's no real love.
There's no love in that thumb.
So what are we on 3 here?
Yeah, 3. Are our headphones turned up today, or do we just sound like extra crispy?
I think both. I think we sound a little louder.
I sound like because right now I'm like.
Crisp it
I've
up.
Never sounded this clear.
Really?
I hope it's just coming through on.
I do think we sound clear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take goldfish. I think I told you I was gonna take them today. I don't believe that fucking smile.
Hey man,
I don't believe that shit. Wipe it.
No. But it could be fake, but it doesn't have to be.
It's fake politeness, and I don't get down with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get down with that. We know who goldfish frickin' are behind it. You're gonna tell me every damn fish in that box is smiling and happy?
So I take it you.
There's some. I know goldfish culture.
I take it you didn't read their memoir.
I didn't read their memoir. And now you're being passive aggressive.
I'm not being
because I know you freaking spark noted their memoir. I bet you didn't.
I had somebody tell me what the main points were, and all I know, Danny, is those fish have seen some freaking shit.
Yeah, and they smile it off.
They wear the smile because they want to teach young fish that you got to smile through the pain, man. But
they've done some freaking shit too. Why are we victimizing these?
I'm not, Danny. I'm not trying to say what fish did what.
They've done okay. Well, some fish did some terrible shit.
But is this just
terrible shit, man?
But don't make it personal just because you had your girl stolen by a goldfish one time.
Really?
But that's what like.
But
let's just call a spade a spade.
But like on the pod, like on the,
no, I'm not.
No, but like on the freaking pod.
I'm just saying, Danny. What like just because a goldfish stole your girl?
They're shitty fish, man. They're shitty people.
Right.
Okay, and they smile it off. They're the snack that smiles back. Right. They're a kid snack. Oh, they're a kid snack.
Yeah. Oh.
Tell them what you did to my girl, man.
I don't think. Well, yeah, I don't think they're a kid snack.
Tell them
it's
about
not a PG snack.
Tell them about the what you guys are using and what you guys are doing, man, in that freaking box. Just smile it off, the snack that smiles back.
I've heard some stories about
passive-aggressive pieces of shit.
That's okay. That is aggressive.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah,
aggressive.
That was not much. Yeah, and that's not going to make anything change either.
No,
like, that's not going to spark change.
That's not how to do it.
No, you're right.
Do you want to take this moment to maybe apologize or
Fish? Let's talk it out. Let's figure something out because I don't want to. That wasn't me being my best self.
No, and he means that.
But they're not good fish, and I mean that too.
But you also talk so positively behind their back.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Do I? Yeah. I praise them.
There's been high praise to the flavor blasted goldfish.
I praise Cheez-It. I praise goldfish too.
You praise goldfish here and there, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're athletically gifted.
Yeah, it's a gifted fish.
I think it's a talented snack. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I do. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I do think that what goes on in that bag. That's not safe for television. That's not.
Yeah. Well, and especially you say bag, family size box is where it gets
crazy in there.
Dirty.
Yeah,
dirty.
Yeah. And I don't think we'll get the full story of what goes on in that box.
No, and I
don't even want it.
Yeah. It's just I would rather not know everything.
Right. Yeah. But I understand where you're coming from from the smiling perspective. Like it is like a little bit like
it is. What it is it's fake politeness.
Mm-hmm.
And fake politeness. Jokes aside, that is a passive aggressive thing. Fake
for sure.
politeness, and I think they're an image of that a little bit. A little bit.
No, I can't argue with the other.
Yeah,
but I do think every fish has his own story.
I understand that. I get that. Yeah,
but that's a good pick, Danny.
Thank you.
With my next pick, I'm gonna go to squirrels.
Yeah, what's your beef with those?
Well, they're all so cute, and they're climbing trees and doing whatever they're doing. You're gaslighting my dog.
You're quoting a lot here. You do that when you're getting a little like
I'm getting a little elevated.
Yeah,
you're gaslighting my
Look
dog.
At the hands. Yeah. They do gaslight.
How do you climb down from that tree?
He's elevated right now because his hands are going.
Seriously, no.
Yeah.
But like.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I'm just cute with a bushy tail and I could be a pet, but I don't.
For sure.
Shut up.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Let's take a breath. But I do. I do get what you're saying. They're freaking cruel. They're freaking cruel because they know they're not going to get got.
They're not going to get got, and I don't think that they'll have the same energy if there wasn't a leash involved. If there wasn't a tree up there,
take the leash off and see what happens. Yeah, they're gone.
Put them in the octagon. Let's put a squirrel and a dog in the octagon. Let's see if that squirrel's laughing.
The squirrel's freaking done. The squirrel's dead.
The squirrel's dead. Yeah, let's do 5 rounds, main event. Squirrel versus dog.
For the freaking BMF.
For the BMF,
man. I know a dog holds the belt right now.
Yeah. A dog will always.
He beat a pigeon.
Yeah.
It was a really good fight.
They keep giving them just like easy fights just to like keep the
Well, they want dog to win. I
don't blame them.
He fought what? Pigeon? Who else?
Pigeon. He actually just fought like
an inanimate.
Yeah, it was a corn on the cob.
Yeah, he fought corn on the cob.
Which I thought was a little bit far.
Well, that was a little bit like we got to keep these guys safe. Like that guy's gonna actually die in there, man.
Well, he just nodded. His corn was gone by the end of the game. I don't know if he's recovered.
His cob was okay because they grow their corn back.
His cob was fine, but
yeah.
Publicly humiliated, probably never step in the octagon again.
Right. Got a bag though. So
got a bag.
do
Yeah.
what you gotta do.
Yeah. He'll feed his family for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I have respect for anybody that steps in there.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to Cobb for doing that. What are we on, 4?
This is your 4th. Yes.
In my 4, damn, I actually have a lot of options here. I'll do this is like, I feel like this is the poster child of passive aggressive. Just no offense, but
Yeah.
that phrase is so not okay. Like, you can't, no offense, but, and then you say, like, people talk about this, like, this is not a new thing, but like, no offense, but, and then you say a defensive thing. It just doesn't even, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. No offense, but you're
That's like saying no pain, but then
I'm gonna
punching you in the face.
straight up. Yeah.
Doesn't work.
I don't get that. And I feel like it's not used as much anymore.
I also think that when you hear no offense, it doesn't really even matter what comes after. Your
already pissed.
antennas are up. You're like,
you're
okay,
already,
here we go.
Where are you going with this? Yeah.
And you get pissed every single time.
Yeah. Have you had somebody no offense you?
For sure. I don't know.
I feel like it happens in like elementary, middle, high school more.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have one that's like sticking out to me, to be honest. But I know that has happened, and it offends me. So
I can't believe that's a thing, man. I cannot imagine saying that. No offense, but
I guess
unless maybe it's like no offense, but you know what would work?
Yeah,
no offense, but I feel like you work super hard, and maybe you could use it in a day off. That might not piss me off.
Yeah, but when would that even be offensive?
Maybe they're just, I don't know. I don't know, but that could maybe work.
I guess.
Like, I don't know.
My question would be, if somebody's about to offend you, would you rather them just offend you or say no offense?
I'd say just offend me.
Okay.
Just hit me.
Yeah. Just say it.
For sure. And
then because I'm gonna get pissed. I'm gonna get angry.
No offense is so weak. It's like, just say it, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy phrase.
I mean, maybe they got to find a better way to do it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna offend somebody,
I think just offend them or don't. I don't.
Yeah.
Don't
I
give
think so
offense
too.
Then. Yeah.
With my 4, I'm gonna go to bikers.
I really get that. Yeah.
I think it's just really similar to the squirrel thing.
I think it's just they're slower.
But I
than
think,
us,
but Danny, they know what they're doing out there. I think,
like they know they're going slow.
I think so, and I think they're like, I'm gonna hold this guy up. Especially, there's one road, that I'm always driving on,
where you go down and turn left for Chipotle. That road,
yes, Colorado. I think
there's not enough room. There's not enough freaking room.
Well,
dude.
it's just there's one lane, so I'm always behind a biker, and it's just we're going 11 miles per hour today.
And it's the rule. And then if you come at the rule, it's like, how dare you? Mm-hmm. Like, you got to share the road. The problem is these guys go 18.
These guys don't have their bike doesn't go fast enough.
They don't have the goods.
They don't have the goods.
So like, I don't know what the answer. Like, I think put them on freaking sidewalk.
Put them on the freaking sidewalk.
Put them on sidewalk.
And Danny, but if you tell a biker that, they would get really.
They'll
upset.
literally be like, "What's wrong with you?" But it's like
they'll throw the freaking helmet on the ground. They'll say, "What are you talking? What do you mean?
Will.
Me going on the
sidewalk?" And if you
sidewalk?
get close to hitting them, they're like,
yeah. They'll flop.
Yeah, they will flop. Yeah,
I've seen a couple bikers flop. I actually
Kareem's hit a biker.
Did he actually? Mm-hmm. Like with his car or with his hands?
With his car. Mm-hmm. He was all good. The biker was okay. So he hit a biker, man. It's like, when you're like, you park and like you're close to a wall. You never actually hit the wall. You just feel like you're gonna hit it. You're close to a biker. You're like, I might hit him. But you never actually hit him.
With him?
Hit him. No.
Oh my god!
But it was at the fields that they used to do tryouts for.
That's so crazy.
It's like above the baseball field that way, and there's a track.
Oh
you know
my
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He did hit a biker.
Dude,
yeah, but I don't understand the bike rule.
The other day I saw, when a guy's going left, and you got the green light, and you got to wait.
Yeah.
Biker was behind him, and the biker was trying to like slow down because he was behind him, and he just rear-ended the car.
Really?
And then they both just were like, "What? Like, go on."
Then did they play on?
I think they just moved on.
Yeah, I tapped backs with a car the other day. We both just played on. It was before we got the Teslas, but
yeah,
I told you that.
Yeah,
I tapped backs and we
you tapped him or he tapped you?
I think he was. We were coming out of the garage. He was coming here. I was backing out, and we just tapped, and then we kept going.
So whose fault? It was both fault.
It's hard to know because I was backing out. He should have stopped. Probably both at fault.
Yeah, I got drilled in a Chick-fil-A like 2 months ago, and I just
in Tesla or
in Honda.
Yeah, and then you hit a wall as well in Honda. Right? You like scratch
a Honda. I would just like crash the Honda.
Yeah, you would just be like, we're gonna scratch up today.
Well, I have. If you like, there's just a hole in my car. Like that car, I just would crash it and then just keep playing.
And you knew you were gonna crash sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You'd be like, we're gonna hit this pole.
But it was more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just drive and just like you worry about nothing. Like Tesla, you're a little bit worried.
Tesla, you saw the mirror incident. I thought my car was done.
It was heavy.
All
right, final pick.
The biking rule, it doesn't make sense. They go 18, we go 70. Why are we sharing the road? It doesn't make make sense.
It doesn't
make sense. In my 5, I'll do vegetables. And I know it's a bit of a reach.
Okay.
I just feel like it's like I know I don't eat enough of them.
Okay.
But they don't taste good, and they're not trying to taste good.
So
and it's like it's like eat more vegetables. All right. Like I know I'm a shitty guy. I don't eat enough. You guys don't taste good. You don't decorate yourself like a freaking strawberry.
Okay.
You don't even dress celery. You don't even put clothes on. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and celery's going to be upset about that because
and I'm actually a celery supporter. So
I know
celery. I'm sorry. We're just shooting shit. He would get it.
Yeah, but like celery has ranch.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He dresses up with ranch sometimes. Yeah.
Now, are you coming at like vegetables or maybe like the vegetable community?
You see that?
Well, you just spit?
No, this just went down for literally no reason.
It's all good. I don't think that's
I'm coming at. It might just be the vegetable community.
Yeah, vegetable.
It might be the freaking food pyramid.
Yeah,
I might be coming at the pyramid.
You know what? Yeah, let's change that because I think that you're a vegetable supporter. Like you have no problem.
I'm a vegetable fan. Yeah, I think it's the vegetable pressure.
I know you have like that. You have the carrot foam finger.
The foam finger.
Like you're a fan. Like you support these freaking guys.
I love that foam finger too. Yeah, it's vintage.
Yeah, you wear it a lot.
I do.
Yeah,
I just wear it out sometimes. I wore it out the other day. I wore it to Sam's wedding.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
They freaking loved it.
I bet, dude. I bet
the wedding was great too. Shout out to Sam.
Yeah, congrats.
Congrats, Sam. But yeah, I think it's the veggie pressure. I think that's a good correction from you. I think that's a good correction.
Yeah, because I understand. I would agree. I think people really pressure you to eat veggies, and it's like put them on my plate and put like compete with a strawberry, compete with a pineapple. So
try a little bit. You know?
A little bit more effort. That's all.
Or just like ease up on like I know we don't eat enough vegetables, and that's how it is.
Yeah,
and like maybe like. We're happy for the vegetables you do consume. Maybe that's a story as opposed to like eat more veggies.
Or maybe like switch up the narrative to like let's get more promo behind veggies.
For sure. Yes.
Right.
Let's paint veggies in a fruit type light.
Exactly.
Let's paint them in a like they love to paint, sweets in a really cool light.
Yeah.
Let's do something like that. Right?
Dude, let's get some colorful shit going on over there.
Yeah, exactly. I like what peppers do. Peppers are veggies. They do a cool thing.
Peppers are cute.
Yeah,
peppers are cute.
They're really cute.
Yeah,
they're really cute.
Yeah, spicy.
Like yeah, spicy.
Sweet. With my final pick, Danny, I'm gonna do asking how many sets somebody has at the gym.
That's really nice. Yeah, that's good.
And it was my final pick because it isn't passive aggressive.
Like, do you ask sometimes?
I don't because I don't want people to think I'm being passive aggressive. But when somebody asks me, I'm not like that was passive aggressive.
Yeah.
But I'm always worried. Like I don't use it. I don't ask because.
Well, it's like, when are you done, man? Can you pick it up?
For example.
Yeah.
This is I know we do bits a lot. This is not a bit.
Okay.
I had to finish my lift the other day. I always, when I do chest, I finish with I finish on the pec deck.
Yeah.
Ludacris and his trainer were on the pec deck.
This isn't a bit.
Not a bit.
You texted me that Luda was there.
Yeah, and I texted Will. I was like, "Have you seen Luda?"
So Luda's on the deck.
And I just ended up leaving the gym because I'm not.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't Luda, I wouldn't be like, "Yo, like I got. This is actually just my last set. I'm just gonna hit like 3 sets. Can I like work in or something?"
Yeah.
I don't do that because I don't want
Willie Biceps is a guy that does work in like that. I feel like he would work in.
Yeah, I think he would probably work in. I just think like I don't know if
I get it. It's just not our thing. It's just not our thing.
That's
like, how I am.
It's
too.
just like I'm okay with waiting.
But if somebody's gonna come up to you and say, "Can I work in?" You're gonna let him freaking work in.
I'll absolutely work in,
and it's all good. Yeah.
But it's just.
We're not going to play that type of offense.
We're not. And it's just like I don't mind waiting for 5 minutes. Or normally when it's not the last set, you could find a different lift.
Right. So how long was Luda on pack before you had to dip?
So I just ended up dipping because
I think
he actually
did he know you were waiting, you think? Were you like standing there or were you just kind of maybe work bike for 5 minutes?
No, I just worked like a light tricep.
Sure.
Just to like, I didn't need to, and then I kind of just hit like some of these, like
like just keep the guys awake,
some stretching, and I just kind of sat there, and I was
he was on there
fucking
for what?
Ludacris gonna leave, and then he just was on there for like probably 12 minutes before I left. I think he actually was only hitting pec flies. I think that was his whole lift.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'm sure the pecs were firing.
I'm sure it was a good pec day for him.
Yeah. But Luda, if you're seeing this, like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to ask to work in? Am I,
right.
What is he? What is he?
Luda,
suggest?
if you watch the Breadbasket Pod, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah.
Good draft though, man.
Yeah, solid draft. Yeah.
Let's get into. Should we just get right into the news?
Let's just get right into it. Okay. I actually, for the news, Danny, I just like wrote some notes. I have so much to say. I mean, I'm sure you do too. Are we going to start with the Drake beef here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I freaking love it. By the way,
I absolutely love
it. Drake's the fucking goat.
He's really the goat.
Yeah.
Can we start at the beginning here?
Yeah, go ahead. Enjoy, man. Yeah. You got like a whole timeline and everything?
No. Do we know that it's him? Are we 100% sure? Let's just start there.
Versus AI. So that's the first part. I do like asking that question. I feel like at this point we know it's him just because he's like texting Act the Master.
Right.
Once he started talking about it, I think that confirmed that.
But my only question then would be like, why is it not out?
Right. Did he leak it on purpose?
I definitely think he leaked it on purpose. I think that's the answer here. But also, like, why? Like,
why didn't he drop it? And it also would have been probably another number one. It actually would have been another number one.
And that's so tough to go number one with a diss.
But it would, like, I'm looking at like YouTube videos of the song, and it's like 1.8, 1.3, 1.5. Like, it probably would have had 30 million, 40 million day one.
Damn it, I didn't think of that.
Or he actually didn't want it to leak yet, and it leaked. Like, you don't know.
No. He wanted it to.
You think 100%?
Who? Like, I mean,
I don't know. I just I know his shit gets leaked, and he doesn't want it to sometimes.
Yeah, but I think this one would be like.
But then that is weird. Why? I guess I don't
know. I don't have that information.
I guess it's cool to have it leak and like he didn't drop it.
I guess.
It's just like whatever. Okay, but yeah, I do think it's him.
My theory on that is like he just wants to like jab Kendrick out. He wants to get Kendrick out, but he didn't want to drop.
Mm-hmm.
So like he still hasn't even played yet.
Yeah, he has.
I think was the way he was looking at it.
But he's definitely played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, where do we even I love the way he did it. I guess is where I want to go.
The way he wrote?
Yeah, like the way it's like I think he handled every person correct.
Like I think if he would have done the Metro thing, but he hadn't done the disses because some were a little more complex.
Yeah.
But like the way he just said shut your ass up is
that's so funny.
And it's kind of the best one.
It is.
Yeah.
But that's only such a good diss because
of the other ones.
Yeah.
And they were like complex. Yeah.
They're in depth.
I think the Rick Ross thing is like hilarious.
I love it.
I actually think Rick Ross is really funny.
And I love that Rick Ross is dropping. I think everybody's just going to start tapping
the Rick Ross Drake one feels kind of light. Like I feel like they can just be friends.
Dude, did Drake get like liposuction? What is this
like
BBL Drizzy?
Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy.
I don't know. I think it's hilarious.
No, I think he like
maybe he got.
I don't know.
Is that what the thing was with like the 6-pack thing?
Yeah,
it was like he got liposuction.
That's I guess what the rumor is. I don't know, dude. Also, saying somebody got a nose job when they didn't get a nose job is hilarious.
I know, and he didn't.
That's one thing I wrote down here. Where does it say? I wrote, can you just lie in a diss track?
Yeah.
Because
you can.
I don't think Drake's gonna come on Drake did that. He did it with a nose job thing. He basically just said like I didn't get a nose job.
So Rick Ross lied.
Yeah, but if like Kendrick could come out and just tell like 8 lies, and I don't think Drake's gonna like address them all.
So like some of them will just stick.
Yeah. Some of you could just start rumors.
It is crazy, yeah. I think you can do that.
It's awesome.
But it's just also, it would feel weak, I think, if you're the guy delivering them.
Yeah, but maybe like 7 truths and like 3 lies.
Yeah.
Because then like if
the nose job thing isn't true, it seems like. So it's a lie. It's a lie.
I think Ross's his ratio
Drake
was off.
Is so funny though.
Yeah.
It's such a funny thing to say.
It's a great nickname.
That really is.
It's so strong. Like there's people that hate Drake. Like that's hilarious to
so funny to like latch on to.
So awesome.
I actually liked Ross's song too. I thought
it was great.
I liked his flow a lot.
And then he really just got straight up racist.
He just calling him white.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I love this so much because it's like I feel like everybody in the world has just people that they kind of hate. and all the rap community, like all just like they like hate Drake, and then like Drake hates them, and they're all just letting it fly.
They're all just letting him know.
It's so awesome.
It's like it is like that. Like there's like everyone has people they don't like, and they would love to just let it rip.
But it's not even like they really did anything. I think it's
but
people that they don't like that they did a little thing and then they did another little thing.
Just rub them the wrong way.
And it built up over time and they're never going to say anything about it. These guys are just letting it go.
And it does seem like it's kind of like rap community versus Drake for the most part.
Yeah, I think it's just all the rappers.
And I think Drake's the biggest and like the pop star guy, so of course.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you do.
But Drake's also just like the GOAT. So it's kind of like rooting for the Nuggets.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like I know he's just going to like Kendrick's gonna drop and then Drake's gonna drop.
Drake's a pop star, but he's good at rapping.
He's very good,
really good at rapping.
Yeah, that's another thing about Drake the reason I think he's so good at rapping is because he's released like 500 songs in like 10 years.
Yeah,
like,
he works.
He just has tried so many times.
He tries really hard.
So he's just so good at this point. Another question I have. Was he talking about Ja Morant?
I think it was Ja Morant, and I think they both dated the same girl. That's what I saw. That's what I saw.
Where did you see this?
Twitter.
Damn, dude, I was trying to find that.
I got Twitter back just for the Drake drop. But yeah, it said they dated the same girl, and so like he's just salty a little bit.
Damn,
so it's definitely Ja Morant though.
That's awesome. How do they know? How do these people know this information?
I don't know.
I also was he dissing Cole?
I think he was kind of.
I don't know.
Because like what if he said? Because you were saying maybe he was saying like Kendrick's shit was weak. So what? He would be saying Kendrick's diss was weak.
The way I heard it,
yeah,
was like, and I guess it depends on when he wrote the verse. But the way I heard it was like, I don't care what Cole's saying, because Cole was like, he basically dropped the shit and then was just basically like, Kendrick's catalog's amazing and like
yeah.
And then the way I heard it was like, I don't care what Cole's saying about his catalog.
Like it's weak?
His shit was weak.
But was to me feels like, doesn't feel like.
Was
would feel like his catalog's weak. Was feels like he's either talking about the diss or he's saying J. Cole was weak.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I don't think Drake cares. I think he's just like in war.
Aren't they on tour, him and Cole?
It's over now.
Oh, it is over.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cole's got to figure something out now.
Yeah, I don't.
Does he just drop the fall off and then
he'll get ripped kind of?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like he's not in as good of a spot as he was. He should have just left it up. That diss was good, and he should have just freaking competed
or just said nothing.
Yeah,
dude, I feel it
said nothing would have actually been fine too. Yeah,
kind of sucks for him because like he wants to rap, and just like.
He doesn't want to.
Great. He's so good.
Because guess who else wants to do that? Us. We don't want to beef.
Yeah. Oh my dude. I would
imagine if we had to beef with other creators, and it's like one of us is gonna get shit on, and the other's gonna come out on like we'd be like we don't want to do it,
and then it's like we just have to. But I also think if somebody was like dissing, then you could just say nothing ever.
Yeah, I think.
But it sucks that he said something and then took it back.
That was the worst thing he could have done. Yeah,
man.
If we stayed quiet, he would have been fine. Yeah.
You know how stressed we'd be if we were like in a beef?
So stressed because it could affect your career. Like your career is like your one career.
Yeah, that would suck.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I just have so many. What do you predict happens next?
Kendrick drops, I think for sure.
Do you think just Kendrick? Do you think we're getting like a?
I think like a Metro
thing? Or what if it's like Metro and like The Weeknd and because a lot of people. Like, what if Future's on? Like, so many people just got shit on in one song.
I feel like it's going to be just Kendrick, like a 3-minute, like what Drake just did.
God, I can't wait.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think that's going to happen, and I think it's going to be really fucking good. And then I think Drake's going to come back, and we're going to be like, too far, dude. But you win, but too far.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, dude, at what cost?
Yeah.
At what cost, Drake? Are you happy, brother?
And he is happy.
Yeah, because he cares about this shit.
Yeah,
he cares. He's a winner though. I think he is gonna win.
I think he's the ultimate competitor.
But I think even if Kendrick like lost, I think Kendrick's fine. Like he'll put a good one out and he'll be fine. I think Cole would have been fine. I just don't think Cole should have done that, man.
I just don't
drop and pull.
I don't know what could be so personal.
Yeah.
Like
what with Kendrick and Drake?
You like hooked up with his girl or something? Like that's not even that bad. Like
it could be. We talked about it could be like a crime.
Yeah, I guess if it's like
there's a crime like on Kendrick or Drake or something.
Or maybe it's like he wrote his song. I don't know. It's just got to be.
That could be something. Yeah.
I just don't know. Like that DM that the guy was like, has the red button been clicked? And Drake's like, not even close.
Yeah.
What could be?
What do you have? What do you have on him?
Yeah, and where'd you get the information?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why do you know?
Yeah, yeah.
The guy's just like he studies the war of art.
He's like Batman.
He is like Batman. That's what Yachty said.
Yeah.
Do we want to get into
what other? I feel like there's other. Mike dropped the
UFC.
Lows. Mike dropped the lows.
Mike dropped the lows.
Shout
Very good album. If you guys want just
album.
like some great music to listen to, I feel like
what's happened to Mike? Sorry, what?
If all this wasn't going on, we'd be like talking about it way more
for sure.
Because he's like our favorite artist. 30 whatever songs.
Tap in the lows by Mike.
Yeah, great vibe.
What was the other thing you were saying?
UFC.
Oh, UFC. That's the best fight. I'm gonna say I haven't seen the full fight, but was it not the best fight in UFC history? Best finish, right?
Yeah, I think it sucks that you were at a wedding. I think what it gave me was like, we got to just make all these fights 5 rounds. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, I think it's
just a time problem.
It's probably a time problem, and I think it's just really tough physically.
Yeah,
I think it's like you got to get to a certain point.
But if that just went 3 rounds, we would have just been robbed of one of the best moments ever.
Yeah, you watched it in real time, huh?
Yeah, I didn't. I was just by myself, so I wasn't like going crazy. But
you were just tapped in.
I was just hungover. Just
that shows that we're UFC fans. Though.
Yeah,
if you just watch by yourself.
Yeah.
That's awesome though. That was a crazy finish.
Yeah,
but Gaethje was going to lose. So that's even crazier though. That like Holloway,
that's why
just backed up, right?
There's never going to be.
And it was for the BMF.
Yeah, there won't be a better BMF fight than that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't even know what the BMF was coming into that. That's how new we are to the sport. But I was like, this is the best invention.
But it's another thing I love about it now.
Now
$600,000 for that win too.
Now does he have to defend that belt or something?
I'm not sure.
I feel like
I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows? Pereira. That's not how you say it.
Pereira, nice win. That was cold too though, because he got like kicked in the balls and then like did that and then took him out.
Dude,
I
just the sport is just so addicting because now really I'm like this guy is him. Mm-hmm. Every time I watch a card, I'm like, I got a new favorite guy. And then we got McGregor returning.
Yeah, returning.
Dude, This is crazy too. It's 5 rounds. What do you think they're fighting at? McGregor fought like 150.
A lot more. He used to fight up like 150, right?
Yeah.
So he's like 180 or
170.
Something? Yeah, that's crazy.
We're definitely going to that fight.
Definitely going. It's going to be.
We'll try to get somebody to send us, and if we don't, we'll just
pay and go.
Yeah.
We'll definitely just pay and go. We got Haney Garcia this weekend too. I'm very excited, very invested. I've watched all the lead up documentary things and stuff.
I'm not like, I don't care as much about that fight.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely gonna watch.
Yeah, I think Devin Haney's just gonna win KO. No, actually decision. I got Devin Haney.
Oh,
decision.
really?
How
many rounds?
I think it's 10. He never knocks people out though. Like he's like a kind of like a Floyd. He's like a surgeon out there.
I mean, Garcia's just been saying he's just been like drinking and like So if that's
also,
true,
who knows? Like he might have always done that and just wasn't saying it. But no, coming into Tank, he was not like that.
I think
he's not like that.
I think he either is lying or he's going to get knocked out. Like
no, he's not. There's stuff of him like on live, like from like last week, like drinking a bottle of wine. Like he's drinking. 100%.
So then he's just going to get knocked out. I think.
I think he just won't get knocked out because Haney doesn't knock people out. But I think it'll just be like 8-2, or I don't. It's either 10 or 12 rounds. But
think about trying to work out the night after. Like
the worst.
It's and you gotta.
I'm slightly hung today, and I've just like I was tired to even do a pod. Oh, like imagine working out.
Yeah, being
hung.
How many deep do you think you got last night?
It was tough because it was like they were doing a lot of like glasses of champagne. Like I ran like 4 quick like glasses, but they were like champagne glasses. Mm-hmm. So I probably did like 4 to 6 of that.
Damn.
Maybe
were you trying to not get drunk?
No, I was trying to let it rip.
Nice.
2 to 3 mixies, wine, couple glasses of wine.
Yeah. Yeah, so we let it rip on Friday, and I just felt so bad yesterday.
Yeah, you were trenched. Yeah, I was only half trenched today, I would say, though.
A half trench is okay.
But dude, it's really fun.
That's the problem.
It's really freaking fun. I rejoined the Zen Club last night. It is a freaking blast, man. Yeah, I'm pretty much on just when I drink, I throw Zen in, and I think that's healthy.
That's great. Yeah, I think I'm actually banned from the Zen Club. They won't let me in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
did you try to get in? Did you bring your... I could get you credit.
Yeah, if you could maybe get me in, but I just like they saw what I've been saying about him, about how I don't like him, and
yeah.
I've been bashing him behind their back, and I'll freaking admit that. I've been
tried drinks in. Tried drinking in.
I don't like it, and that's kind of the problem. But listen, if you can maybe try to get me in, I could
try. Yeah.
I could do my best, but I know they're pretty exclusive. So
yeah, they like to see you doing them outside of the drink, like at least a couple times before.
Have you even done that?
Not for a long time, but I used to.
Really?
Like when I was trying to get into them, like even in like Mexico, we weren't drinking. I had to throw one in.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, no,
I'm happy for you.
It's good to be here. Yeah.
Last thing about the UFC. Don't know. I'm not even going to attempt to say this guy's name. Tsarukyan.
Yeah, I don't even have like a lead on who it is.
I don't know. He won. He beat Oliveira, but
Oliveira lost.
Did you see that video?
No.
He's just walking in. He's doing his walk-in. This guy's a savage because think about how I'm
gonna pull it up.
Think about how scared you would be walking into a UFC fight.
Where you're gonna fight in a cage against a really fit other guy.
Yeah, or not even necessarily scared. I mean, we would be scared, but like these guys, you don't think they're scared, but you're like, this guy's got to be the most locked in, the most like.
Yeah, well, it's like it's not even that you'd be scared. It's like you got to be so in that moment.
Yeah.
You can't do fun, weird shit.
No,
sounds like that's what he did, right?
Not fun or weird. Or I guess maybe weird.
How do you spell it?
It's Arman T.S. Tsarukyan.
Okay.
Tsarukyan. That's how you say it. And he just some guy like flipped him off or something. And he just punched the fan.
No way. Yeah. On the walk-in?
Yeah. Like I couldn't even imagine.
Those guys are just different, man.
But then after the fight, he was like, "I'm from Russia. Just like don't try me. I'm just like going to punch you if you like do something to me."
Those guys are different.
Did you get it pulled up?
There it is. Yeah, just fucking hammer punch.
Insane, dude.
Damn, dude. And then he won?
And then he won by decision.
That's really awesome.
By decision. That's another one though. That fight had to go 5 rounds. I think if that fight went 5 rounds, somebody probably gets knocked out.
So that was a 3? That was a 3-piece?
Yeah. But it's like, dude, we need like
5 is so much better. 3, it's like I feel like you don't even like first couple rounds you might not even really take hits. Like dude, you're kind of working in and like you know what I mean?
And it's like how are we deciding on Oliveira getting a 3-rounder?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Come on.
Also,
now.
like, why was like Aljo like not even in? It's weird how like he was title fight against Sugar, and then now he was like prelims. Like,
what is he ranked now?
I don't know. Maybe he's lost a couple since then. I don't know.
Who knows? Did he win?
No. Yeah, he won by decision. 3-rounder.
Good job, man. All right, I think that's all we got. Really, just freaking looking forward to this Drake thing progressing.
Yeah, me too.
We'll be right with you. You know what I'm saying? We'll be there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're on Team Drake. You know?
We are always Team Drake.
NBA? Yeah, let's do this NBA shit. All right, NBA. Listen, we're NBA guys.
We're NBA fans.
We are, and we're the most NBA guys because our team's the best team in the league.
For sure.
So it's it's the golden age for us. So we're gonna really break down these playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But so I think we go through West and East, and we say,
is it locked? Is it pretty much locked?
Well, plans still have to happen, but we'll go through the plans. I think if we go through a series that we have no idea, we pull a ball,
or that we're on different sides.
Or on different sides.
Yeah, okay.
On different sides.
And then the ball makes a prediction?
And the ball will make a play for us. Yeah. First of all, we've got the plans. Let's go through the plans. You got New Orleans versus the Lakers. Who do you got there?
The Lakers.
Okay, I've got the Lakers as well. But I think they might throw the game.
You think the Lakers might throw the game?
Because then if they win, they got to play us.
True.
So
they might like sit AD for like a leg contusion.
Exactly.
You know?
Do we go to the ball?
I want to still keep the Lakers.
Okay,
but we'll do Lakers. If you want to switch.
You know what? You're right on Lakers because they wouldn't lose because then they would have to win.
True. And then to stay alive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, they literally just beat the Pelicans tonight and Bron had a triple-double. Yeah. They beat them by like 20 and they were on the road. So that I agree with you there. That time of year
for the Lakers.
So then it's going to be New Orleans versus Kings or Golden State. Who wins that game?
It's like I really want it to be Golden State, but it might be the Kings kind of.
I think the Kings are going to come out of there. And then New Orleans is going to beat them.
Going to beat
the Kings.
The Kings. So you're saying Kings beat Golden State and then New Orleans beats Kings?
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so we've got the West all shaped up.
Yep.
First round, OKC versus New Orleans. How long
is
that series?
We're going all West and then
let's go all West, all East because I only care about the West anyway.
Yeah, OKC NOLA. I got OKC in 5.
Okay,
maybe 6.
I've got OKC in 7.
Okay.
But I do agree. So we don't have to go to the ball here.
Yeah.
I just think OKC, Danny,
they might lose. Because they're us 4 years ago.
They're us against the Spurs.
Yeah,
but that series went 7 just because it was our first playoff series.
Yeah,
like they don't know. Like Chet's never played a playoff game. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
So they're gonna
still have OKC through though.
OKC's going through.
Uh-huh.
But it might be 7 games.
Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely
5, 6, 7 games.
And they might lose in 7.
Then we got the Nuggets versus the Lakers.
Nuggets in 4.
Yeah, I think it's Nuggets in 4.
Maybe 5, probably 4.
I would be surprised if it goes 5.
Because it's like, what are we missing at this point? We're younger, but we're still more experienced. We're still experienced, and we're better.
But also, we swept them last year.
Yeah, and we're better now. So
I guess the argument would be Bruce is gone, so maybe we got a little worse. But I think we got the experience. The only reason we lose one game is if we just like kind of don't try, or we don't turn it on.
Like until the 4th, and then it's like we lose by 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then we got Minnesota, Phoenix. That's a freaking great series.
That's a really exciting series, Zach. Minnesota in 7.
Wow, I got Phoenix in 7.
I could go either way though, so I think we go to a ball maybe.
Let's go to the freaking ball. I just think KD's got 2-3 more years of being KD.
And D-Book is really good.
Yeah, and we learned that last year.
He's really good at basketball.
It's very hard to root against him because he makes every single shot.
One of the toughest guys to root against in the league. Actually.
All right, blue is Minnesota, or
red is Phoenix,
and then white is redraw.
Okay.
By the way, these balls we bought for the tic-tac-toe, it is the most fun thing.
Ready for the reveal?
Yeah. Wow.
Minnesota.
Congrats, Minnesota. Congrats. Yeah, no, good win. Good win, seriously.
I really could see that one going either way.
I could too. Good shot. Good shot. Good bucket. Okay, so we got Minnesota going through. Then we got Clippers, Dallas, another insane series.
Yeah, who do you have? You can go first there.
I think that the Clippers might be the best team to ever play in the association. So
they're the best team in basketball history. Yeah, I think Clippers in
one
6. Of them. Are they all healthy? They were all like kind of not healthy, right?
Are they ever healthy?
No, but like, are they all going to be playing?
I assume that they're all going to. Danny, like you got to think with these older teams, it's like they got 1 to 2 to 3 more years. You guys got to leave it all out on the pitch.
Yeah, I think I got Clips in 6.
I agree. I think Clips in 6.
But the Mavs are freaking really good too.
Mavs are really good.
Yeah, that's a good series.
That is a great series. Then let's go. Do you want to go through the whole playoffs? Let's go through the whole playoffs.
Oh, so yeah, then definitely.
Let's go through the whole playoffs.
And then
okay.
Check.
So then we got OKC versus the Clippers.
Clips.
Wow.
Clips in like
7,
6 or 7. Yeah, we could do 7.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's so annoying when people talk.
They could beat the Clips. Like we'll see,
dude. I just don't know. I don't see.
It's a fun era of the NBA. These are fun series.
It's very exciting when you got new teams. Like we've never seen this OKC team.
Yeah, I know.
But I do agree. I think the Clippers beat them.
I think so too.
Just because they
got all the vets, man.
Yeah, that matters.
It definitely matters. Yeah.
But I could see that one going either way. Then you got Nugs versus who did we have? Minnesota, or did we have?
We have Minnesota.
Minnesota versus Denver.
Nuggets maybe 6.
We got home court.
Okay, 5 or 6.
I got 5.
Wasn't that the one series that went 6 last year?
We went 5, I think.
What was the series that went 6, or it was like our hardest series? Was it that series?
I don't think any series went 6.
What, really?
Wait, did it?
I thought maybe Minnesota went 5. I thought it went 6 for some reason. Or Phoenix went 6.
I think Phoenix might have went 6. I just remember Bruce Brown being like, that was our hardest series, and he wasn't lying.
Yeah, I got the Nugs in 5 or 6, so it doesn't really matter.
I think Nugs in 5 just because we got that home court. Like 3, are we going to lose both on the road?
No. We're going to win.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
we're going to win 1 to 2 on the road, and then we're going to win both at home.
1 and 2 go to us, and then probably if 3 goes to us, that's the thing. Then 4 we probably sweep. But if they get 3, then we'll get 4 and 5
for sure. Yeah.
Next we've got.
I feel like the NBA can root more for the higher seeds. Do win more in the NBA than any sport. I think I heard somebody talking about that too. It's like
because they play so many games.
Yeah, it's like the 1 seed is kind of like. Probably going to go to the finals.
Yeah. It's not like
is how it is.
Football, it's like you could just have one. Imagine if they did 7-game series in football.
That actually is true, yeah.
There would be 3-peats. There would be
definitely
dynasties like that. Okay, next we got Nugs. Did we have OKC or did we have – yeah, we had the Clippers. So Nugs, Clips. What a weird conference final.
Yeah.
I honestly hope that it's that so we can go to some conference finals games here.
True. We could go to multiple then. Maybe go to some here. Maybe we probably could just do it here and not even have to go to Denver.
Yeah, I mean, I think if that's the case, I think it's Nugs in 5.
Like 5. We're just so much better.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Minnesota will be our toughest series. So I think if Minnesota goes 6, then Clip series goes 5.
Yeah, I think Nuggets in 5 or 6. Probably 5.
Are we biased or is that just a perfect bracket?
That's what was supposed to happen last year, and it happened. So like, it might just happen.
I think the only way that this doesn't happen is if one of our guys goes down.
True. Injuries is the only
But if we're locked and we're looking like we're looking right now, there's no chance.
If one of our guys goes down, we still could maybe win though. If it's not Yoke.
If it's not Yoke, one of our guys goes down, I still think we make the finals at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so that's our perfect Western Conference. And if you guys want to take these bets, I'm not telling you to take them, but definitely take them.
Yeah, we're not like recommending what you should do, but we would recommend you take these.
Agree. And I couldn't have said it better myself. It's like probably take. I think after the play-in, take all the series and go whoever we say to win, and then parlay every single one of them,
and then do that. But we don't want to tell you guys what you should do.
Definitely not telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, Philly, Miami, play-in.
It's a good game right there too.
Toss up.
Honestly. Probably Miami.
Skyami,
I guess.
Okay, Skyami, and then Philly versus Atlanta or Chicago.
Dude, I like to root for Atlanta. Is Trey still hurt?
I don't know, but that's just I just think either way, Philly
I don't
wins.
know. Probably Philly.
Okay, so we got Miami in the 7, Philly in the 8. Boston versus Philly. Boston,
but maybe in 5 or 6, just because.
You think?
That's just what they like to do over there in Boston.
They do.
It'll go 6 for some reason.
And Philly they shouldn't be the 8 seed.
No,
you know, it's just Joel was injured. I agree.
That's true. Actually, yeah.
Boston wins though.
Boston, yeah.
Boston.
I'm gonna go Boston 6.
Okay. Either way, Boston goes through. Then we got Miami versus New York.
I mean, the New York in 6, maybe 5.
I think New York in 5.
Yeah, Miami's just not really a threat.
But then again, that's what I thought last year, and then they were the 8 seed. They made it to the finals. So
it's so nuts.
It is. I almost wish it was Milwaukee or Boston because
last year
it would have been way more.
Felt like a weird finals.
We didn't even sweat. I was could have not watched the finals.
Yeah.
Then we got Milwaukee. Wait, so what we had? We had New York going through though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't think Miami is going to do it again. We'll see.
I don't think so either.
Then we got Milwaukee, Indiana.
I think it's probably still Milwaukee.
Do we go to the ping pong balls?
They do have. They got the curse going right now though.
They got the curse. They look really bad.
Yeah, but they're good, kind of still.
I just don't.
We can go to the ball.
Let's go to the balls. To be honest with you.
All right.
And I know that this is very disrespectful.
Dude, but it's they have the Doc curse.
They got the Doc curse,
and they look bad.
Wait,
picking it?
No, you could pick it. Milwaukee is going to be blue. Indiana is going to be white. Red's going to be next ball.
Next ball.
Throw it. This is a good way to gamble. I mean,
wow. So that's Indiana.
In 7. Indiana in 7.
I'm okay with Indiana.
Listen, the ping pong balls have spoken.
The ball has spoken.
Okay, so we got Indiana moving on. That sucks. But are we surprised?
No. Doc is,
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we got Indiana.
If that happens, Doc's got to be fired forever from everybody.
And I think we got to promote the ping pong ball a little bit.
Yeah. We got to promote the work they're doing for sure.
Yeah, because they know their stuff. These guys watch ball. That's kind of why I didn't touch on it enough. That's why we brought these freaking balls out.
They watch. Literally every time we come back to the apartment, they're all every single freaking ping pong
locked.
Ball. Every single
locked in.
Yeah.
Locked in.
They watch baseball. They watch baseball too.
Yeah, and that's gonna be kind of weird because they're gonna. I know all these blue ping pong balls are always asking me to switch to baseball, and it's
it's the blue one specifically that watch. Yeah, I was talking to them about they're with me with McMahon.
Really?
The real freaking dude.
How's McMahon looking?
Really good. He's hitting 380.
Oh, are you still watching?
Yeah, here and there. I know what's good. I check the games I think we're looking okay. I think we're 4-15.
So bad.
We had a couple clutch wins. The past couple weeks, we won a couple of those. Things are looking up though. Things are looking up, brother. I'm gonna just fact check our record, but
if we just start going on a 3-game win streak at least, let me know.
Okay.
Because I would love to hop on.
Like I said, we've gotten 4 already.
Nice.
Which is what's exciting.
Nice. No, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
That is a really good sign, man.
But we'll see.
Well, let me know, man.
I will.
Moving on, we got Cleveland, Orlando. I think we go straight to the ping pong balls. That doesn't seem like a series. Like
I don't really know. I don't know shit about Cleveland. It's kind of like how I'm insecure about Jake Gyllenhaal's height. I don't know anything about that franchise.
Right, that's okay.
Since like post LeBron, I've never really been tapped in.
They got a nice little team going on over there. They got like 4 All-Stars though.
They got like youngins.
Well, they got Donovan Mitchell.
I know, that's the only guy I know.
Darius Garland, kid from USC. What's the fucking kid's name? Mobley. They have Jared Allen, but like they're all like they're good. They are. They got a lot of good players.
Yeah.
So let's go to the ping pong balls because I am a big Orlando fan myself.
You are? Okay.
Big Paolo guy.
So
okay,
blue is Orlando, red is Cavs.
Boom.
Next ball.
But appreciate what the white balls are doing.
Thank you. Thank you, White.
Yeah,
thank you, White.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you, White.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
They're building up suspense.
Yeah, this is great. These guys know how to sell a fight. Wow,
Orlando. So that's 2 upsets there. Thanks, Blue.
Yeah, thanks, Blue. Thanks.
Watch Rockies later. Yeah. I'm free tomorrow. Yeah.
No, that's big. That's a big upset, honestly.
That is big.
Next we've got.
I'm okay with the upsets though that we've done. Like I'm okay.
You have to have some.
I'm okay with both of those.
You have to have some. Next we got Orlando, Boston.
Boston.
Going to be the end of the road for Orlando.
Boston in 4. Boston in freaking 4. Yeah.
Unless Gary Harris had something to say.
Is Gary? He's Orlando.
Yeah.
Gary's a good piece, man.
I freaking miss him, and I want him back.
Yeah.
I don't know that
Gary off the bench would be really nice.
Would be awesome. I think really Gary being our.
I know you'd want to package like Reggie for him. We're not doing that though.
We could talk about that off air.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about Reggie right now.
Freaking love Reggie Jackson.
So do I. I love that guy too.
I'm the biggest Reggie advocate out there, man.
I know you are.
Nuggets fans don't pay him the respect he deserves.
No, he's a great player.
He's the best player on our team.
Whatever. So we'll move on. We don't got to talk Reggie right now. We do not have to talk Reggie right now. Next, we got New York, Indiana.
I won't watch any of that.
Ping pong balls, right?
Yeah, I like New York, I guess, but New York isn't. They don't win. So
no, I think that they're a lot better this year.
You think they could like do the winning thing?
They might do the winning thing.
New York in the conference finals would be cool. I would be okay with that.
I want it to happen. Yeah. I think Jalen Brunson is just way better.
Jalen Brunson's really freaking good.
Yeah,
he's like top 5 low key. I'm saying guards.
Oh, guards. I think so.
Top 10 in the league. Top 5 guards.
He's so good.
Yeah,
he's so much better than we think he is. But I do want to go to the ping pong balls because Indiana has always struck me as one of those teams that
they're like a winning program.
Yeah. Well, I think Halliburton is just like
he's good. Yeah,
he's just
the voice thing is. Have you seen that voice thing with him? What's up with that? That's crazy.
I don't know the science behind that, to be honest.
It's cool. It's cool. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
All right. So Knicks are blue. Pacers what? White.
Pacers. Yeah. What were they last time? White. Yeah, I think they were white.
We'll stick with white for them.
Knicks are
blue.
Blue.
Pacers white.
Good luck, guys. Oh my God.
Pacers are through.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Is that conference final?
Yeah.
For the Pacers?
Conference finals, Celtics, Pacers. Wow.
It really is. I think the Celtics just walk through everybody. We walk through everybody at the end of the day.
I think everybody's been seeing that.
Yeah. Celtics in 4 again.
See, but now that I'm looking at it though, I'm like, what if Milwaukee just goes to the finals?
They could. They definitely could.
And then I'd be pissed about the ping pong ball incident.
Yeah, they definitely could.
But listen, we can't take it back now.
No.
We cannot take it back now.
I do think it'll be Boston, Denver. I do
too.
So
I do
Boston
too.
in 4 into the final.
Boston's in the final. Denver's in the final. I've got, drumroll please, Denver in 5.
In 5? In 5?
I don't know, man.
Denver in 6. I'll go Denver in 6.
Okay,
it could freaking go 7, but it also might just go 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna update that to Denver in 6 because I did my home away math wrong.
You were doing because we're away,
on the road.
Right?
Yeah.
We're on the road ski. So you think we'll just lose the away games?
I think we will.
Or we'll like lose 1 at home for some reason and like win 1 on the road.
So it'll start on the road 2 there. I think we win game 1.
I think we're gonna win game 1, lose game 2, win, lose, win, lose, win. That's what I'm gonna say. We're gonna lose
that when you were doing that, I was visualizing. I was like, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Win, lose, win.
Holy shit! I'm so excited.
We're gonna lose game 4 at home, but we just want to make it fun. That's why we're gonna do that.
And we'll be back, by the way.
Yeah, we'll be back for that for sure.
We will see you in Denver.
So game 6 that'd be at home. That'd be at home.
That's what I was
5,
thinking.
6, 7. Right?
Yeah. Holy shit! I'm so excited.
Me too. Oh my God, if they win again, I think this one we maybe will cry because we'll just be like so pumped.
I'm getting butterflies just thinking about it.
Yeah, I want that.
So we'll be if we play the Lakers, we'll be at the games here, and if we play the Clippers, we'll be at the games here, and then if we play the Nuggets, we'll be in Denver
at those games.
go to the parade. We'll see you guys at the parade.
Oh, for sure.
Meet us there. If you're watching this,
we didn't go last year. Yeah,
I'll meet you at the parade.
Yeah, see you at the parade.
And we'll just celebrate. We'll celebrate this freaking championship 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's
next
gonna
year
happen.
We'll come back.
It's
and do
gonna
it again.
happen.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
Yeah. Questions?
Yeah, we should get into questions. I borderline think we should like live stream these games. We're gonna be so locked in.
Oh, we could. That'd be fun.
We might have to. I mean, I am so excited. Have you guys as brother? This is from X, by the way. Have you guys as brother?
It's from X?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys as brother ever fight when you were younger / now? Love the past. Why we hating on the letter X?
I don't hate the letter X. I think it's just a really troubled letter. First off.
Yeah, well, and
so
I think that was kind of a random question.
Yeah, I think the hate on his name is X. This young man's name is X, right?
I just think it came out of nowhere. He had a really elegant, like nice,
well written question.
And then came at us for our previous statements about X. Like, he's troubled leather. He's
he had it and he lost it with that question.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, X is he's been through some shit. I don't want him to date my kids. I don't want him to date my daughter. Right?
Couldn't have said it better
and
myself.
that's just like the reality of who X is and what he's from. Like I don't hate X. I wish X the freaking best.
Yeah.
Man. I wish X the freaking best.
And it actually breaks my heart that he would even think that you were hating on X.
I don't hate X.
You love Danny. You
I love X. I love X.
Send X gift boxes on his birthday every year
and Christmas. And Christmas. Yeah,
and you check up on him.
I do a bunt cake on Christmas for X. Yeah. No, he's a really good guy. He's a really good guy. He's just been through some shit, and I don't necessarily trust him. That's all.
But the question was, and actually the one above this also says,
it was, have we fought in past?
I think the one above is worded a little better. This is from Rocco Lenoci.
Yeah.
Biggest fight you guys have ever been in?
I don't know. We haven't gotten in any like fights that I actually.
No, I don't have anyone that I've ever remembered. You know what's good about us is, and this
we don't do like personal fights. So it's like,
I think the best thing, honestly, about us like doing business together is like we will just like scream at each other.
Yeah.
Not like intense or anything, but like we'll just be like yelling about something.
Yeah.
And then like genuinely not care about it 10 minutes later.
I mean, because it's not like I don't like yelling about a business thing is so not personal. I like it almost.
Yeah.
We do it, but we only do that every like 3-4 months maybe over something.
Yeah. But then we do it, but only because we're brothers. We're just, you get it. I mean, if you have siblings.
Yeah. But if you did that with your homie, it'd be like, for like a week, it'd be awkward.
Yeah.
We'll do it and not even remember that.
Yeah.
I think we did that once and Sarah was there and she was like, yo, I'm going to talk. Did I tell you this? She was like, yo, look, are you guys good? I was like, what are you talking about? I think it was when we were in Nashville and we like posted a video and you were like, should we pull it? And we were just shouting back and forth.
Yeah, it's not.
But I was like, why wouldn't we be good? Like, I don't even notice.
Yeah,
that we did it.
Yeah, that's the best.
That is the best. There's no like build up of anything. We just are fine.
And I swear you can only do that with your sibling.
Yeah, you can only, because it's the only truly like unconditional thing, you know?
But we definitely, like, we've fought for sure, like, growing up, but I don't remember any time when we, like I couldn't remember a specific actual thing.
We haven't had, because we haven't had any real fights.
No.
Like, even seeing, like, the Logan Jake thing, we've never had anything remotely like that.
That was weird.
Like, I did hate that, too.
But, yeah, that's the answer. Josh says, what up, gentlemen?
What's up, Josh? What's up, man?
W question for the pod. What do you think about Popcorn's dominance?
I like him just calling his question a dub already.
I don't know if that's what he was saying, to be honest. I think like he might have just
question? Or like just mistapped him.
Yeah, might have. But I do think it's going to be a W question. Josh said, what do you think about Popcorn's dominance in the movie theater league? Will he be the quintessential snack forever? Or will there be an up-and-coming talent soon? Freaking love the pod. Y'all some dogs. Much love from
Josh,
Houston.
dude.
Thank you, Josh.
W, Josh.
Did we answer something like this?
I think we talked about Popcorn, yeah. I think he'll be the GOAT forever, yeah.
Yeah, I think we keep it short. Popcorn's, he's never going to be beat, to be honest.
And we could talk about like kettle corn and like waste your freaking time, but.
And I think we touched about on it. It's like, I think that there are young snacks that I do think are maybe they're gonna coexist with Popcorn.
Yeah, there's a kid like Eminem, but it's like Eminem. Even at the end of the day, it's like you play better in Popcorn.
Exactly.
At a movie, so it's
and I'm excited about Gummy Nerd Cluster. I really am. But nobody's gonna top him.
Pause. What else we got?
This is from Noah. I'm just going up, and I'm just answering every single one.
Yeah.
I don't know if all these are going to stay in. I think we're just going to make this longer. We're just going to keep every
single one. Let us know if you like longer pods. I feel like I like them more. But
Same.
Let us know.
And it's more fun. I mean, we did just put the story up before, so like we have less questions to answer.
Yeah, we only have like 20. Yeah.
But I'm going to just rifle through all of them. Normally we got to like just pick random ones.
Yeah.
Noah Petchke says, what is your favorite muscle group to work at the gym and why? Love the pod, by the way. Help me on late night drives from work. Thank you, Noah.
Thank you. Yeah. You take it. I don't even have a preferred group, so this is all you, man.
It's just got to be the chest.
Yeah.
That's just it.
So just push day kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I like the
that's just so the answer for guys.
Yeah. I mean chest or back because I like the movements, you know? Like I love getting an arm pump.
Yeah.
But I don't really love like curls are kind of boring. But that's the only thing you can do for biceps really.
Right.
So it gets a little redundant. But
and you bench and you just do dumbbell press, right? You don't do
I actually just got back into the barbell because
barbell's just fun, I feel like.
Literally, that's the only reason I got back into it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Barbell press.
Really? Bench?
Chest. Yeah. I mean, I just like I've been doing Orange Theory, but I like push.
Yeah.
So bench probably.
It is just fun. It's just an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Any update? This is from Emery. Any update on the beef between Pretzel and Random Goldfish? I heard there was a big issue.
I haven't. I'm not up on that. But like, it kind of makes me look.
Yeah,
like just talking about the true nature of what the freaking goldfish are. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, I think Emery
coming at the fucking nicest snack of all time, pretzel. like, of course,
such a genuine snack.
The most genuine snack you ever meet. The most him and Nilla Wafer are the chillest two snacks I've ever freaking met.
I agree.
And goldfish is picking a fight.
That's class. I mean, it is very typical, and I think it's very timely that we just touched on this. You're never really gonna know what goes on in that box, man.
But.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, man. I'm not freaking surprised. I'll have to get on Twitter and see what's going on.
Yeah, but any update? Yeah, I
don't have it, man. I don't have
Emery, it. No, we know just as much as you, man.
Yeah, I know Drama Alert is a good channel for that type of stuff. Maybe check that out.
Yeah. But yeah, I think generally in a beef like this, Danny, I think probably take Pretzel's side. I think Pretzel's going to be a little bit more genuine than Goldfish. But listen, we don't know the details.
Yeah, we don't know the deets yet.
We do not know the deets. This is T3, who we've definitely got a question
T3
from
T3 been I think every pod.
He says, ever just want to stay... T3 says, ever just want to stay up all night and read?
No. No. Sometimes I want to stay up and just keep like doing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't, not read, no.
Yeah, my answer would genuinely be no to that.
Yeah.
But I love the question. And
and T3, if you see this, maybe you respond your answer. I'd be curious to know what you...
Yeah.
If you stay up and read.
Unfortunately, they can't type back. And I don't know what the deal is with that. I got to figure that out.
They can't type back on the...
Like, they can't just hit us up. Like, you know how in Insta you can just DM and we'll like, you could just see
it has to be like a...
It has to be a question.
Damn, that's tough.
Very annoying. Whatever. Yeah. But shout out to T3. Definitely been tapped in. He said, this is Steve Darby. I feel like we've answered
Darby's been here. Darby's been here.
Yeah. Hey guys, long time question asker. Yep, you are.
Yep.
You are.
Good to see you again, SD.
Shout out to SD. And a big fan of the pod. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who wins in a 7-game series? Polar bear or gorilla?
It's a good question.
Well, it's a really good question. It's a good question.
Is it MMA? Is it boxing? What do we want to do?
I think it is.
Is it baseball?
Bare knuckle.
Oh, bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Bare knuckle.
Yeah.
I think it's a good fight. I think who was it? It was polar bear and who?
Polar bear and gorilla. Yeah.
I think probably gorilla and bare knuckle. I think he's just more of a because polar bear is more of a grappler.
Yeah,
so I don't think he's gonna. That's not his strength.
No,
you know.
But I do think at some point, Danny, polar bear's size and his
polar bear's a bad mofo.
He's a BMF.
Yeah,
polar bear. And I think his training will pay off. I think. Mm-hmm. I think gorilla is just a little bit too raw at this point. So I personally am taking polar bear.
Bare knuckle is raw, right? That's what I'm saying. Like it's a raw freaking brutal sport.
Yeah. But how serious does gorilla really take the art?
I don't know. I don't know, and that's a good question. That's a legit question.
And I think that question will be answered when we see these two.
When we see the bout. Yeah. I'm gonna take gorilla. You take polar bear.
Yeah. I mean, we'll freaking see. You know what? You want to pull a ping pong ball?
Yeah, to see who wins. Yeah.
Polar bear's white. Gorilla's red.
It is red. Thanks, Blue.
Well, I don't know why I just did that.
Gorilla.
Okay, gorilla.
Hey, there it is.
Ping pong balls have spoken.
There it is.
Nick says, "Where's the cookie ranked among desserts?"
One.
Whoa. Danny, we got desserts like ice cream
Was
here.
there more of that question, or that was it?
That was it.
Ice cream and cookie, cookie has like 41 rings. Ice cream has like 30 something.
What do you say?
It's like very similar.
But what do you say to the people that say?
And they're very civil. Don't try to do this beef thing.
No, but
like cookie and ice cream play together.
I'm not trying to draw a wedge between the two. But what do you say to the people that say cookie's more of a snack?
I say he can play snack. Don't use it against him. He can play snack. Don't use it against him.
I'm not using it against him.
So, but why is it a negative thing that it could do two different genres? Like ice cream can't play snack. I think that's an upside for cookie. That's what I would say.
But what do you?
His Chips Ahoy variant doesn't help there because Chips Ahoy is more of a snack.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, can you really take the dessert league fully serious if you're playing in lunch boxes?
Yeah, I get that.
Right. If you're playing at Subway consistently.
I just think I have a problem with that because it's like one of these guys plays in a freaking ice cream truck. Yeah. And that's ice cream.
Yeah.
And so like the seriousness to me, it's like you're playing a damn truck.
No, I get that. And he, I think I don't like using that against ice cream because he just
and that's fine, but then just don't use snack against cookie.
He wanted to expand to a younger demographic. He just wanted to grab it, and I think it was a really good move.
I mean, it hit.
It hit.
Yeah,
it hit. There were some things that hit, some things don't hit. That hit.
That googly eye hit. That googly eye SpongeBob.
The SpongeBob freaking ice cream.
The chocolate taco was a hit. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think when you got guys like Oreo.
Oreo's nice, yeah.
I just don't feel comfortable putting cookie in the number one slot. I think it's 2-3.
You think 2-3 and you have ice cream in the one?
And I want to bring a guy like Cake into this.
Well, cake's a freaking. We've talked about cake.
But
Cake's supposed to
cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Oh, cheesecake, brother. He's probably number one. Well, so now there goes cookie.
That's what I'm saying.
I think cookie, ice cream, cheesecake, top 3.
Yeah,
I'll put it that way.
No, I agree. Jarek Goin. I don't know. I just can't do names really. Question for the pod: if you were trapped in a mall with 5 murderous chimpanzees,
I've seen this. He's really been wanting to get this murderous chimpanzee question off.
Oh, that's a really good question, actually.
What is it?
How long? That's kind of is there like a time? So we're just trapped in a mall with 5 murderous chimpanzees.
Okay.
And we got to have a survival plan. My question would be,
do
we have a day? Let's say it's 24 hours.
Let's say we don't leave till we kill the chimps.
No, we don't have to kill the chimps, Danny.
Okay, so 24 hours. Well, they're murderous. So
we just got to not get murdered. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so 24 hours.
I think, to be honest with you, we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, and let's say like none of it, you can't like hide in the stores, so you're just out in the mall.
Well, I think you could hide in a store.
But they can get in.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you just try to find a really good hiding spot, I think, right?
I think.
Like, what are you going to do? I mean.
I think your only way through is finding a spot where the chimpanzee
they don't find you.
Well, no, because I think they're going to find you. I think they're going to smell.
You're saying where they can't get up to or something?
Where you're just like locked and like they're trying to get at you, but you just can't. They can't get to you.
Yeah. Or you're like in you're in something.
Yeah, but most of
trying to bang in, they can't get in.
Most of the chimps that I know are not murderous.
Yeah, so, I know a lot of chimps too.
Yeah, I don't
know any murderers actually.
Neither. I don't think that's a problem.
So I don't want people to think chimps are murderers.
Yeah,
most of them are really nice.
Yeah, most of them are very, very understanding and very cool. So I don't even really want to air that question. Next we got a question from Gray McCauley.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good question that we haven't gotten before. Do you both run all the accounts, or does Zach run some and Danny run the others?
It's a very good question.
Astute.
I think. We take on different stuff.
Yeah.
And we run a lot of it, but then we have like our sister runs a couple of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually just us and then our sister.
I would say, yeah. So our main accounts, like
we just kind of bounce off.
Breadbasket, more Breadbasket on TikTok and Insta
main.
Yeah, Insta main Breadbasket. We both just run those, and like whoever has the video posts the video on there.
Yeah. So
and then more Breadbasket Instagram is run by our sister, and our YouTube is fully run by our sister, and the posts on Snapchat are fully run by our sister.
Yep.
And even more Breadbasket on TikTok is run by our sister.
Yeah, she's crucial, man.
Yeah, she's in saying that, I was like, she does a lot of shit.
She runs like most of our pages. Yeah.
But we're still on those. It's just she does the posting.
She does the posting for us. Yeah.
Molly says, fave sport. By the way, love you guys. Love you too.
Love you too. Probably just basketball for me.
I'm going to say soccer.
You're taking footy?
Yeah.
Like to play?
Play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like
basketball's pretty fucking fun too.
I'd probably still say basketball to play even.
Yeah, I don't
basketball to watch, probably basketball to play.
Basketball to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Great question though. Alex Kennedy. I'm pretty sure Alex Kennedy is Chet Holmgoat. So let's use a little bit of respect when we talk to this man.
Shout out to Alex.
The first fan.
Yeah.
And if you're not Ched Homegoat, my bad.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, what the fuck? Are you
yeah.
Would you rather be able to phase through walls, but 10% of the time? Oh, that's funny. Or be able to freeze time, but you can't move either.
So what? It was phase through walls.
Phase through walls, but like 1 out of 10 times you just hit the wall.
Okay. And then what was the second part?
Freeze time, but
you're also frozen.
Fuck, great question.
That's a really good question. I'm gonna do the wall thing.
Really?
Because it's just more applicable. Like if you freeze time, you're just frozen, and you're just frozen. Then that'll be like a party trick, and then you're like, now what?
I'm just trying to think what that does good for you.
When you're gonna phase through walls? I mean,
no. I'm saying
freezing,
freeze time.
Nothing. If you can't move around,
I guess
if you can maneuver in frozen time, it's everything. I would take that. But if you can't move,
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it if nobody else can. If I don't think they know that their time's frozen.
Yeah, so they're just frozen. Then they just proceed.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate just slowing the game down. Like if you're on say you're on a date.
Yeah,
and you're just like I
gotta think of something funny.
Yeah, freeze time. I'm gonna go freeze time.
I like that. That's a good way to put it.
Slow the game down.
Yeah.
Or even if you're like,
I'm gonna go walls and just get it. I'm just gonna get in places.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna get into venues
for sure. Cool.
Right, I'm gonna get backstage.
Yeah.
But
what happens when the security guard's like, how'd you?
That's
get
actually
in
true. I just phase in and then they're like, how did you get here? I'm like, I phased in.
Yeah, and they're like, that's not cool.
Yeah, and they're like, also you're lying.
Yeah,
you didn't phase in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a great question though.
It is a good question.
Jeremy Shannon said, fumbled the bag on the question on last week's pod. In the chewing division, who's your starter, right side mouth or left side mouth?
Oh, so that was this question.
That's hilarious.
That's funny that we answered it.
Or the up-and-coming rookie front teeth.
That's funny.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think, Zach, you play a similar system. My rippers are my front teeth. They rip.
Yeah, they rip.
They rip.
Yeah.
And then for primary chewing right now, I have a bum upper left. Mm-hmm. So I have right side is taken. He's like my superstar right now. Left side plays, but we got to be careful because some of those bites can be painful.
Your left side's on a minute restriction. We see this a lot. This a lot.
Yeah, and sometimes they fix themselves. Do you ever have that where like your 2/3 and it stops hurting?
You know what I found is as long as you just brush and floss, you're good.
Yeah, you're usually okay. Yeah. I don't really get cavities.
Yeah, I do. So
I think that's
it's genetics.
That is genetics.
It is.
It's definitely genetics.
But that sucks. That I brush and floss every day, and then I just will get cavities.
That's Sarah too.
Damn it.
It is genetics. Who's your? So you
I play right side. I think I'm just righty.
Do you have a painful left or
no?
Yeah.
I mean, I used to.
Yeah. And then now you're just clear.
Now I'm clear, but yeah.
So we run similar systems.
It's a good question though. Yeah, and listen, I would love Front to start like getting some minutes in the actual chew.
Yeah, it's just weird. He might like the food might fall out.
Yeah,
that's the issue there. He's too exposed.
Yeah. I just don't know how that would work.
He's more of a ripper.
Good question though. This one comes from Carter Vasek. He says, "How did Shoot make?" Oh,
this is a funny question.
Sometimes it's hard to read these because I was like, now. Carter Vasek says, "How did Shoot make his was into probably way? How did Shoot make his way into rock paper scissors? Does he make or break the game? Should this be studied?" That's a really good question, Carter.
Yeah,
really good.
It should be studied. I think does he make or break the game? I think he freaking makes the game. I think he's very, very important.
Yeah. I think there was a weird thing with like, and some people, overseas still play this way. They say rock, paper, scissors says shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper, scissors says shoot.
Say, what's that word?
Say or something.
Rock, paper, scissors, say shoot.
Yeah, there's some sort of word that they try to put before shoot. I don't like that.
I don't like that at all. I was going to say the same. Yeah.
I think it throws off his rhythm. I think it does.
And it seems like he's trying to mooch off what Shoot's built.
Yeah.
Because like Shoot's the guy.
Shoot's him. And says is not. And stop trying to encroach on what Shoot has freaking done for this league. I think Shoot is amazing. I don't know how he got into this league. That's a great question.
And I think it's cool because like people used to just play rock, paper, scissors. Mm-hmm. And now it's like people won't play without Shoot. So I do think it should be studied. Yeah. I think it should certainly be studied.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shoot, man.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. He deserves everything.
Yeah. This one comes from RJ Ramirez. What's the stance on cherry 7-Up versus a cherry Sprite or a cherry ginger ale? Now, RJ, I don't know that I've ever had a cherry ginger ale.
I don't think I've had a cherry ginger ale either. I think a cherry Sprite is a Shirley Temple. Or is a cherry 7-Up a Shirley Temple? I'm not sure which one.
You know what? I don't know that I've had any of these beverages.
I don't think I have preference of one over the other. I'm not educated on the the topic. I think cherry in all these 3 beverages is very good.
Yeah, and I do apologize for us not being well studied. I feel like we should have been more prepared for that, but that's on us. That's on us. This one comes from Thomas. Sup, gents? Love the pod.
Thank you.
What are your takes on? Oh, this is gonna get interesting. What are your takes on Banana, the face of the YFA?
Yellow Fruit Association?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course. Going on strike after he was called out by the commissioner for having no flavor.
Oh, that's Kamish said that? Kamish said that? Kamish said that about his number one guy.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's unconventional. It's not something I think Kamish was trying to kind of
not good for the YFA. I'll say that. That's not.
You're right.
And it's a headline, right? We're talking. Yeah. That's not good for the YFA.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, I just think Kamish. It's kind of like Dana. Sometimes Dana White wants some competition, and he wants to rile his fighters up
for sure. Who do you think? And who do you think Kamish is thinking of? Pineapple?
Yeah, I think I think he's just trying to get Banana to want to fight again, to want to get back in this frickin' league.
But there's ways you do it, Zach.
I know.
You call a fruit flavorless.
I know.
Call a top 3 fruit flavorless. Because that's now it's like anything Kamish says. It's like you said that.
Yeah.
So it's like
kind of we can't forget. And also, I don't even think there's any merit to that claim.
I don't think so. I think he's got great flavor.
Yeah,
I think he's got great flavor.
I think he's got unique flavor.
And he has a pudding. You got to have frickin' flavor for.
What the hell are you talking about, Kamish?
He has a pudding. He has what else does he do? He plays in pancakes.
Yeah.
He adds to pancakes.
Yeah,
flavor-wise.
He does a lot. You could play him in a sandwich.
You could play him in a Sammy. You play him in frickin' smoothies. Yep.
I just think that everything Kamish, like that's one of those things. Like you have no flavor. That's something you can't take back. That's something,
that's really really personal.
Banana's not going to forget that.
No, I mean Banana might frickin' go play in the different league.
He might dye himself
and play in the RFA.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd kill it there.
Yeah, watch out.
It's more competitive.
Watch out. Not a good move, Kamish.
Not a good move, Kamish. Not at all.
Jake says, need some nicknames for 1-syllable people like myself.
So does he want to get shorter?
Well, I think the thing with Jake is, I think
we're already saving a lot of time.
But brother, your nickname is Jake.
Well, it depends. Is he a Jacob variant? Right? Is his name Jacob?
That's what we have to ask.
Because then he'd already be abbreviated.
Yeah,
if he's Jake by birth, I mean, we could go to J.
Yeah, we could do J. We could try out J.
We could take the front off and go Ake.
And I think in situations like this, you kind of like to use E. Zach E, Jake E.
Jake E would be cool.
And you're gonna want to build out the front end. You're gonna want to build out Lil. You're gonna want to build out Young. You're gonna want to build out Mister. You're gonna want to build out Coach.
I like Mr. Jakey.
Chef Jakey.
Yeah. And we're just giving you these ideas. We're not going to charge or anything.
We're off the top.
Yeah.
We're off the top.
Chef Jakey is cool.
Chef Jakey. But do your work in the first half of the name.
How about Master J. Dot?
Master J. Dot is cool.
Yeah.
Master J. Slice?
Cool.
But a little bit forcing it a little bit at that point. I like Chef Jakey.
I like Chef Jakey as well. There you go.
That's what I would go by.
Yeah.
I think that's it for the pod. Long one today. I think we're just going to keep these long moving forward.
Yeah. Let us know if you like the longer pods, though. I like them personally, so love you
guys.